Good evening. This is Ayshah Price for Loudoun County Public Schools. We are here in week 4 in our business boot camp number 2, and we have some interesting topics that we're going to discover today. We are going to talk a little bit about marketing and some business tax tricks that can help you, revenue sources for small business owners, some budgeting tips, and go over a budgeting spreadsheet, financial statements, and really look at what they entail. And although class will be ending this last week, we will start up again for our next session for Bootcamp 3. And so I think the best option is to at least give you something to work on in the meantime. And then when we conjourn back into class, you will at least have some of this completed for the next class. All right. So, one of the topics last week, we talked a little bit about target market segmentation. We talked about media distribution, social media distribution channels, and which ones are more effective. We talked about multi channel distribution and how you can utilize different distribution channels to target your clients more effectively and promote sales. Okay. Social media marketing, like I mentioned before, marketing has a lot of subtopics that we would not really discuss on a regular basis. But for someone like myself that was a marketing major, there are a lot of intricacies that um, go into marketing our content and marketing our products and services that make it more effective to clients. Okay. Um, Marketing really talks about the emotions and we get into emotions. I don't know if you ever noticed, we did watch that video about pricing, and it showed you a little bit about why products are on certain part of the shelves, top shelf, bottom shelf, mid shelf, based on their brand, based on brand loyalty, based on coloring. So marketing is like that as well, right? Marketing wants to connect with the emotions of the consumer. So certain colors, certain fonts, certain words. When you're promoting yourself, a lot of times you'll see individuals do a post and they'll say, click here, click below, click now, register now. Um, Registration is ending, things like that. Seats are limited. So you want to create some sort of urgency. That's the whole point of a marketing campaign. Okay. So, marketing objectives, social media marketing objectives, really need to focus on 3 concepts. The first is lead generation. Lead generation really should encourage the consumer to have interest in your product or service, right? We want to get them engaged in us. We want them to fill out a consumer contact list. We want to get them on the email list and distribution list. We want them to sign up for our free rewards program. So that way we can start getting information out to them, right? To generate some more leads because they're gaining that interest in us, okay? They haven't completely trusted us. Lead nurturing is really when the content is more emotional and it engages or inspires the consumer to want more information about the product or service, right? It's creating that relationship with the consumer. The consumer has some emotional ties to the product. They see the benefit, right? So we want to nurture the consumer and give them that confidence. We want to let them know that their product is going to benefit them. Okay. And then lead conversion is really what it says. It's right. The content influences the consumer to purchase the product or service. So the lead, it converts to a sale. Okay. So we're doing the marketing because we want to entice our customers. We want to target the clients that really need the product, that said they need the product, that want the product, that are going to use the product. We want to make that product available to them. And then we want to intrigue their interest. Okay. Then we want to focus on the emotional, beneficial attachment that can be created with that product or service. And then it leads to the conversion of the person purchasing our product or service or getting in our contract or we're negotiating a contract. We're developing that relationship with that nurturing and then that conversion. Okay. So those are the main focuses of social media marketing objectives. And we're going to watch a video to talk a little bit about those. But your main focus when we're talking about social media marketing is utilizing your media and your content appropriate for your target clients. It's not based upon what you want to see, it's focusing on what the client wants to see. A lot of tools that we use are asking questions. We always ask a question, pose a question to a client. Do you need help with this? If you ever notice when you're going online and you may be ordering something, right, the automatic Google Assistant comes on and it asks you a question. Well, when we're building our websites, I build my own website, but when we build our websites and I use a portal, GoDaddy, and I love their website portal, but there's options for us to ask certain questions and to put content on there that is engaging to our target client. We also use some tools called social SEO. Right. So we're looking at the social engineering optimizations within our internet, right? Within Google. So a lot of times individuals will sign up as a Google client for their business, and that will help the keywords that as consumers putting in on the internet will pop up, and the company will pop up a little bit more on the searches based on the keywords that they're putting in their profile. So there's a lot of different tools that you'll be learning within the marketing concepts. And I honestly didn't know that marketing was so in depth until I started getting into it a little bit more. And I was going to do my master's in management, and I ended up doing it in marketing management. And I learned so many more concepts and understanding of business by doing that. And, my other degree is in accounting. So when I talk to you all, marketing and finance go hand in hand. Okay. Um, if you ever watch, major events and the Super Bowl or different events, so forth and so on, you always see these marketing campaigns, the commercials, right? If you realize how much money the companies put into their marketing budgets, because they know that is the biggest time of the year that consumers are going to watch TV, who love football, who love to be entertained. So they're already engaged in knowing what their clients want. And so the commercials that you see a lot are about food, they're about sports, they're about, alcohol or beer or wine, locations, vacations. I know Expedia is doing a cool one now where they're showing you different locations every time you go to commercial. So these reasons are because the companies realize that consumers watch so much television. Companies know that consumers like to consume, they like to spend money, they like to be entertained. Okay. And they are going to spend that money for that luxury, right? So if we advertise our product to certain individuals who like luxury products, and we're advertising it with other complement companies that provide those same services and products, you have a higher likely chance of someone in the target market that you want to achieve seeing your commercial or seeing your product or your advertisement, or seeing your social media content. A lot of information that you would put when we're posting on social media really should consist of content that is helpful to clients. Um, Big ones are polls, asking clients different questions, getting surveys online. Blogs are huge, and you could spend hours blogging and talking about different topics that can help consumers with their daily lives. So when you're looking at your business initiatives and goals, and those of you that are on the call with me today, I do know that you care a lot about the community, you care a lot about family, and you're empathetic, right? And so you want your clients to know that about you. So all your messages would be about gaining that trust from the client and letting them know how family oriented are, how much you care about the community or others, helping others. And that is the best way to utilize your media to the best of your potential. Okay. All right. Do I have any questions about some of those marketing objectives? And of course, Bootcamp 3, we're going to talk more about those. Last week, everyone, or the week before last, everyone gave me some good target market segmentation characteristics. So I feel confident knowing that you guys understand who your targets are. And now you're going to make content or make products, even your product labeling, your package labeling, any services, catchy names, and you can create to promote your ethics, right, and your values and your missions and goals within your company really does help your brand marketing. And we did talk about brand marketing, right? So we see that marketing has so many different levels that really help you with your business, and we understanding them and knowing how to utilize these tools will benefit you greatly as well. I'm going to stop recording, but if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.